What's up guys, welcome back to another video and thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to walk you through the initial setup process on a titanium unlimited 140 multi-process welder. We're going to be setting this thing up to run some MIG welding today, and I'll walk you through things like setting up your spool, setting up your gun, and even connecting your air. Now I have never used a welder before, and today we're going to try and lay our first beads. Let's get to it. Just going over what's included in the titanium 140 unlimited multi-process welder. So this is really a nice little unit. It's about 25 pounds, perfect for a hobbyist or a homeowner, someone like myself. And this will really allow you to do pretty much any type of welding that you're going to need to do. MIG, TIG, flux, and stick. I did purchase the optional spool gun, which will allow us to do aluminum with this unit as well. So we've got some consumables first. Regulator, little knobby knob. Cool. And here we've got the unit itself. And again, pretty light. It's about 25 pounds. Solid construction. In the back we've got our power cord. On the back of the unit you are also going to have your input for the gas, and an on-off switch on the back of the unit as well, right here. And then on the front of the unit you're going to have your LCD displays, your modes, your 2-touch, 4-touch, all of your dials. And then it's nice that this does include your TIG torch as well as your ground cable. Really everything you need to get started right here in the box from Titanium. So I just spent the last 5 minutes going through the trash trying to find the MIG gun because I realized it wasn't in the packaging. And to save you a few minutes and a trip to Harbor Freight, the MIG gun is in the hatch. So yeah, if you're looking for it, that's where it'll be. The first thing we're going to do is get a spool loaded. With the unit off and unplugged, you're going to go ahead and open up your hatch and remove the little plastic spool that's already on there. So we'll take off the wing nut, both keyed washers, the spring, and then remove the plastic spool. We're going to make sure the spool is spinning counterclockwise, and then put this stuff back on in reverse. So we got keyed washer number 1, spring, keyed washer number 2, and the wing nut. There was a little bent piece of wire on the spool already, so I snipped off the bent piece and made sure we had a nice straight beginning point. The next thing we're going to do is connect the MIG gun and ground cable to the welder. So we'll insert the wire feed from the MIG gun into the welder. And then the wire feed connector from the welder is going to get plugged into the positive terminal. And the ground cable is going to get plugged into the negative terminal. Next thing on the list is going to be connecting the cylinder. So with this thing facing away from you, you're going to want to give it a little open close just to kind of clean out the nozzle. And then we're going to connect to the regulator itself. Tighten this down with a wrench a little bit. Now we're going to connect the gas hose. And then the other side's going to go right into the back of the unit itself. We'll remove this little rubber cap. I'm just trying to get you guys to see it. And another threaded connector. You're also going to install this additional open close knob and ensure your quick connector within the machine is connected. We do already have the MIG gun inserted. We're going to loosen the feed mechanism knob a little bit, and then we're going to grab our wire. You don't want this to be too loose, just because if it is, the wire is going to spring off of here. You're going to want to make sure you cut or remove any broken or crimped pieces. We did it already. Insert it directly into that little hole. For solid core MIG welding, you're going to want to make sure your tensioner is set between a 3 and a 5. The next thing we're going to do is feed the wire through the MIG gun, but first we're going to remove the nozzle. So you'll do that with kind of a pulling, twisting motion, and it'll come right off. And then we're also going to remove the contact tip by screwing it counterclockwise. So you want to ensure the unit is off. The spool setting is set to MIG, not spool gun. And then last but not least, that it's set to weld. We'll run the cord for the MIG gun out nice and straight. That way when we start feeding wire, it'll flow through a little bit easier. We do already have the unit plugged in, so we'll go ahead and flip it on and feed some wire. So now we'll pull the trigger and wait for the wire to start coming out. And it will take a minute for the wire to work itself through the cord and out through the tip. So once it's out about an inch, 2 inches or so, a good way to test the tightness of it is put it up against a piece of wood, pull the trigger, and see if it'll bend itself. So we'll go ahead and reinstall our contact tip. And then we're also going to reattach the nozzle. And once we've got the nozzle and the contact tip back on, we're going to cut this wire about a 1/2 inch from the tip of the nozzle. So now that we've got the MIG gun set up, our gas ready, set to about 15 or 20. Take a quick look at the settings. We're going to be doing mild steel, solid wire, 75/25, 030, 1/8 of an inch thick. We should be at 260, 18.5, 5 to 10 for wire speed. I have already prepped our surface, nice and clean. We've got the ground clamp. We're ready to lay our first bead. All right, guys, here goes. First weld ever. I think we popped a breaker. Well, that was pretty bad. But hey, bead number 1, gotta start somewhere. Let's try it again. Well, that is very, very spattery. And I do not think it is supposed to be that spattery. The dude at the metal store told me it's supposed to sound like bacon cooking. This sounds like bacon dying. All right, let's see what we can do to make this a little less splattery, shall we? Yeah, let's try one more. I think our shit is too long. Wow, that looks horrible. All right, we gotta figure out what's going on. Maybe it's voltage too high. All right, so I double checked our settings and our settings look fine. So I think it's just user error. And I think I was too far away. So this time I'm gonna try and maintain a closer distance. I think I was too far. Ooh. That actually looks pretty nice. I'm actually very proud of that. I hope the camera can see that weld. So yeah, didn't touch the settings at all from that to that. I was just way closer to the material. Damn, what a difference. Wow.
What can I accomplish in the rain? Hey, yo, look me in the eyes and tell me all that you see. Before you started to speak, I upped and body the beat. It's not even beef. I work hard, do not even sleep. And I surround myself with people grinding harder than me. And obviously, it's paying off. Makes another day is lost. No more thinking fatal thoughts. I bounce back from a major loss. Take a look in the mirror and I just face a boss. Ask me how I keep my composure. I said it takes a lot. But dog, I am never in the mood. So don't ever go assume I'm a level-headed dude. It's a mix between a rebel and the devil too. But instead I get in tune. It's something you never do. Yo, don't play with me. This whole town used to hate on me. But it ain't stopped me from shit. It motivated me. What'd you say? I said don't play with me. I faced all the hate and became a great. It elevated me. I am loved, I am blessed, I am strong. My word solid as the earth that I stand on. Manifesting my destiny's what a man does. I do this for my family's legacy when I am gone. Y'all hate me and try to take me out. Just cause you can't break me and paper stay in my bank account. What I got, I'll say it's safe amount. I'm humble, you crazy, couldn't pay me to take that lazy route. Providing daily so food stay in my baby's mouth. And once in a while I get smooth and take my lady out. Here's a jewel for y'all to think about. To focus on negatives like paying bills for a vacant house. Another jewel for y'all to think about.
Damn, I'm low-key killing it.
If you won't take the shot, then it's worth a shot just to make it count. Bro, what if you got what you wanted and didn't enjoy it? You get pummeled by tunnel vision if the vision control it. Keep it simple, just be grateful, you'll live in a moment. Every decision hit different when you can own it. I say I'm the greatest, not cause I believe it, it's cause I know it. So from now on, watch